Alrighty, by popular demand, we bring back what your ex says about you. That's where we get some of the things you do, some of the habits, and we say what that says about you. What sort of person are you if you do these things? Of course, this week, we've gone corporate again. We've got stuff like your out of office message, your greeting, and your job, most importantly. So we'll start off. I'll kick us off. So first one is your out of office message. I'll start off, and I'm doing if someone says, if it's urgent, it's not. Or any sort of those snappy, witty, like trying to be smart sort of out of office. If you use if it's urgent, it's not, you are loud. You're really loud. You are most definitely too loud.
Yeah, I agree.
Everyone can hear you throughout the office belt through your mid chat throughout Zoom. They can hear your meetings. They can hear your mid chat. They can hear everything. Your loudness often overcompensates your lack of good humor and emotional intelligence. You think being cold and edgy in your out of office message is witty, but it's actually the opposite and quite a career limiting move. I don't think I look at these and think good of anyone that does it.
I think it's so hard to do well.
It's so hard to do well, and I think less of you, honestly, whenever I see some sort of like, oh, if it's urgent, it's not, like those sort of snap, like witty type messages, I don't rate them at all.
If anyone's dropping urgent and you're not like a CEO or high leadership, like relax, brother.
I know. I just think it's like if you had any sort of emotional intelligence, you would just have a normal out of office message.
I'm out of office, bro. It's simple as that.
Yeah, simple
just
as
contact this person because I'm not here. It's as simple as that.
I put the courtesy, if it's urgent, let me know.
God.
But no one has ever let me know.
No, do you put, if it's urgent, here's my number?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's my one. So you're going to hear some good thoughts about that.
All right.
soon.
I can't wait to hear that. But I just put that as a courtesy, mainly so my uppers, my management see it and like this guy is willing to do it. I've never been contacted ever.
Never.
I've done it for so many years. I've never been contacted.
Okay.
But Kush, please
Me? All right.
tell me what it says about me, sir.
For an out of office that says, for urgent matters, please contact your number. Sometimes people drop the WhatsApp here as well. You think the workplace cannot survive with you, as you're more likely to drop your number as contactable for truly urgent matters. You never enjoy your holiday as you're constantly thinking about work. Your boosts of self-importance translate to an ego as big as Virat Kohli right now in the series for India versus Australia, where he's scoring 0 runs.
Topical.
Shout out.
Very topical. So all in all, you don't need it. You absolutely don't need it. It's a bit cocky. Relax. The workplace will function without you. That's what I'm saying.
That's fair. That's
do you agree
fair.
with that? You do this?
No, so for me though, I have a very healthy relationship with work. I'm not like stressed about it. So I check it in the holidays. Fuck it. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not like, I'm able to separate it. Like when there's work, I'm like, fuck, who gives a shit? It's work. I can clock off, whatever. But I understand there are people that think, fuck, I can't get on with my day knowing work might be in trouble or might be this or might be that. And so they need this sort of thing. I can see that 100%.
That's not me. I'm if I'm on a holiday, see you later.
But for example, do the people you work with use this or do they also not have the number or anything like that?
I've only seen this like once or twice, to be honest.
See, that's my thing. Everyone at my work does it. So if I don't do it, I now seem like the guy that's not committed to work or this or that.
Pressure on your side.
Exactly.
As
So
well.
I got to fit in, man. I'm just trying to fit in.
Oh, that's fair enough. I think peer pressure in the workplace is a big,
Yeah.
It's a good driver of productivity. I'll give you that.
Do you, when you're overseas, are you checking in on work?
No, I uninstall my Slack.
You really?
I uninstall.
I do the
don't
same
check.
thing.
I leave it installed, but I turn off notifications.
I'm curious. What are your thoughts about? I know there are some people who, on the day before their holiday ends, they log in and they set themselves up so tomorrow they.
No,
No, brother,
Are you
that's
in mind?
that's on clock
I
stuff.
hate
All those
that.
emails I need to read, I'm doing that on company time,
I'm doing it
bro.
on first day. I'm putting my Slack emoji as slow to respond because I'm catching up on emails. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, no. What happened to me? So when I went on my last holiday,
Yeah.
I went like overseas, but like on my first day overseas, I checked my stuff just to make sure I didn't forget to like tell anyone anything. And then the following day, I got flagged by IT. It's like, your account has been accessed in, and we use a VPN. So I was like, in Singapore, please email in the next 3 days to make sure your account doesn't get locked. I'm like, shit.
I would just lock it. Just deal with it. It's a future
I'll
problem.
come back. I'm still employed. What are they going to do?
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, I don't know.
My out of office message. It's the classic, right? I'll be out of office from, January 5th to January 20th. Please contact Kush. Please contact Y if you need anything. So that is the classic boilerplate template. You are one of two people. Like I said before, you're emotionally regulated. You're a normal human being. You don't want to sound like you're trying to be too clever or too witty. Or you're just plain old boring, right? If your email had flavor, it'd just be, oatmeal. No sugar, no cinnamon, just oats, a bit of regret. You're the kind of person who says, let's circle back in meetings and genuinely means it. And the person that you put on your message, mate, that person's a lamb to the slaughter, you know? Poor Steve. It says, I hate my job, but most of all, I hate you. You're pointing your problems off to this poor coworker who hasn't cared about his job in the last 5 years, and you're making sure that he takes all the responsibility and he shoulders your burden.
Your player, who do you put in your out of office? Surely just your manager. Or do you put your poor little colleague that...
I put my colleagues.
It's your manager or your colleague, really, to be honest. But if your colleague and you are like, let's say it's just a team of 3, which would be my team. It's just a manager colleague. Colleague works on completely different things. The manager's the one that's in tune with both, right? So you can give it to your manager. But then can your manager deal with all your in-depth nuanced stuff that he's sending off to you? Probably not, because it's been sent off to you. So what's he going to do? You know what I mean?
Right before you go and leave, do you try and finish all your work?
Yeah.
Or do you try, or you just see what happens and pawn it off if you don't finish it?
No, I try to finish, but if there's like some stuff that comes up last minute, there's nothing you can do but pawn it off. You know what I mean? You just got to see you later and enjoy it. But I never intentionally go, I'm going on holidays. I'm not going to do this.
I think it depends on where you work. Like, again, like my company is so different. I'm the only one in my company who does my job. So if I don't do it, there is literally no one else who will do it. And it just means that when I come back, mate, I'm straight. I remember going on leave and I didn't even bother writing a handover. Like I just thought, I was so young and naive at the time. I just went on holidays, mate, no dramas. I get back, fires deluxe. Like no one had any idea around like firstly what I was doing. And
I
like,
don't think that's a handover problem, bro.
no, but like they just
Didn't know your name, your job title.
they just didn't understand like what to do if I wasn't there. But I imagine if you work in a company where it's like, it's a cohort or there's grads or like a marketing agency where someone can pick it up. I wouldn't bother finishing my work there. I just give it to them.
That's good awareness for you. Now they know that Ro's an integral part of the company.
Yeah, maybe that was not
Wake
a career
up call
limiting
to
move.
Play on.
The opposite.
Very nice.
Moving on, the next one we have is the greeting. So I will kick us off again. My one is dear. So if you address your email with dear Rohit, dear Kush, you are a self-proclaimed empath who is a little too sensitive for the cruel world of corporate. You are genuine and sincere when you ask people about their days, their weekends. You genuinely want to know what they're up to. But the problem is you take every piece of feedback to heart, no matter how personal or constructive it is. Your passions probably involve reading, sunsets, and visiting cafes that match the aesthetic of your Instagram grid. You're all around a sensitive soul who just might not be built for the corporate world.
Yeah, dear is ridiculous, man. Dear is for letters, you know what I mean? Like
Journal entries.
journal entries. It's not for emails when you're sending it to other people.
It's a very intimate you kind of thing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Just say hi like a normal person. You know what I'm saying? Why do you have to say dear?
Like personable, you know?
But I do agree, like these
when
people.
I see her dear, it's nice, man. It's nice.
It is nice. That is true. I do like enjoy. I feel like it just reminds me of like elderly women. You know what I mean? Like, aunties and uncles and really old grandparents that will just love and nurture you. So maybe you're right. They're not cut out for the.
So you enjoy seeing it though?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a big fan of seeing a deer. Will I be using it? Nah. You got to be aware that's not right in the workplace when you need to move up. You know what I mean?
No chance.
Play on.
All right. My one. To whom it may concern.
It's ridiculous. You literally sent. Yeah, go on.
Look, you probably call the ombudsman your best friend given the amount of times you filed complaints, starting with to whom it may concern. And look, frankly speaking, you're a bit of a dick if you're going to be using this. Frankly speaking, you're a bit of a dick. And given your usage of whom, you probably find the Webster's Dictionary your best friend. Look, in the end, you're not a nice person and you should be concerned about the left, right, good night that's coming your way. Has anyone seen it to whom it may concern in the workplace?
No, because your name is on the email. It's rohit9@gmail.com.
I've seen it once.
What was the email addressed to? Someone personally or like a...
There was only 4 people in the email thread. That's it. And I saw to whom it may concern.
It's so aggressive.
That's the
Nothing
thing.
good comes after to whom it may concern.
I didn't reply to the guy for 2 days. I was like, I'm gonna let this guy simmer.
Yeah.
Reached out on Slack. Then he dropped my name. I was like, hey, I sent an email thread. I was like, yeah, I'm getting to it. I could have been like, hey.
Hi guys. Hey team. You know.
There's so many options.
So many.
Because I feel you have an aggressive email or complaint or something, but you don't want to address it personally to someone.
Yeah.
So you throw it out into ether, to whom it may concern, I'm unhappy with blah, 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 or I need this, blah, blah, blah. I think that's how it goes.
Yeah, if you're genuinely unsure who to reach out to, but even then you can just go hi team. You know what I mean?
Like it shows the type of person you are if you're using to whom it may concern. Because if you were just a normal, self-regulated,
citizen,
you would just be using hi.
Yeah.
That's it. if you're using to whom you first of all you got a gripe, and second of all you're just angry with the world. I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right. If you're using the sign off sent from iPhone, you're just a straight up psychopath. You get emails from these people at ridiculous hours, and you know that work's really the only thing they have going for them. Sent from my iPhone is like, hey, if this message is rude, if it is misspelt or completely unhinged, it's not my fault. It's actually Apple's fault. I'm out here hustling. You know, don't talk to me. People only leave sent from my iPhone because they want you to know that they're on the move.
Yeah.
You know, like look at me, I'm so busy. I can't even wait till I get a laptop. You can wait, really? You can put the phone down for 5 minutes. You're ordering a latte. You can put that down for 5 minutes just to say that the email is moved till Thursday. Get out of here. You're lazy. All right, I don't rate it. You're a director level and you want to look like a big dog. Not love and set from my iPhone.
There's a couple of these. Get Outlook from Android's another very common.
You get Outlook for iOS. That shit, man.
It's a very common one. I hate when that pops up. I agree. It's the same sentiment. It's like, dude, just wait till you get to your device. You're not that far away.
I've never seen a sent from my iPhone email longer than like 100 characters. And I've never seen someone write their name on a sent from iPhone email. It's
No.
always R-M-K.
Correct. And it's always in lowercase. You know what it reminds me of? I don't know if you've seen this, but like on Twitter, there'll be all these court cases against, you know, Tesla and Meta and stuff. And then the emails will like come out and you see like these Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, Zucks of the world. They just type lowercase sent from my iPhone. That's it. Couple of spelling mistakes.
Busy.
Maybe
Busy
that's the
people.
way. That's the way to, you know, rise up. Send from your iPhone everywhere. What if you just add that to your laptop as a...
Oh, yeah.
What if you use a Kush? You've got an Android.
Yeah.
Just add sent from my iPhone.
Send from my Galaxy S23 Ultra.
That's outrageous.
Alrighty, for the second half of this segment, we're going to do jobs. So we're going to do a whole bunch of jobs, actually. So we're going to do 2 each. I'll start off with my first one. If you work in HR, this is what it says about you. You did a commerce degree, despite not actually liking finance, commerce, or business. You went into human relations and thought the job would be about helping humans, helping people. But in fact, it's just how to sugarcoat redundancies, firings, and sexual complaints. You mindlessly clock in at 9 and clock off at 5, and the most exciting part of your day is your lunch break. Not where you know, eat with your colleagues or enjoy lunch. It's where you scurry off by yourself, put the AirPods in and watch a YouTube video in the corner like a little sicko. HR, it's a twisted realm. Human relations. They don't care about the human.
Dude.
They care about the business.
HR stands, I thought it stood for human resources. That's even
Yeah, that's
more
what I thought it was
like.
human resources.
It used to be human relations, I think. No,
Dude.
maybe it is human resources.
Now they've done a massive pivot. It's not human resources. That's like a bit dystopian, you know, human resources. Now it's people and culture.
Yeah, it's people.
Oh,
Yeah.
PNC.
Yeah, they've done a little rebrand of HR.
Okay.
The people who go into HR, I think you're right. They genuinely go because they think they're helping people and they realize a bit later on you're actually protecting the company against.
Yeah.
Dude,
You work for the
employees.
company, not the people.
Every time you talk to HR and the way they can just snake around words and generate empathy just like that, it's disgusting. It's filth. It just runs off their tongue with actually no sense of emotion, dude.
I will say like a good HR person / people and culture person makes or break a company
Oh, yeah.
because I have a really good HR person in my work. She organizes all the in-person events. Like every time we go in the office, we're getting shouted lunch. Like we're getting like stretch labs. We're doing volunteering. Like all these things are so fun. And I genuinely feel like she's on my side. But I feel like at these big organizations, these big companies, I remember my last job, they're just so snivelly, man. They're like so snaky. It's really like, how much can they pay you? Like you want a pay rise. HR will be like, all right, we can offer you this. And they're like trying to undercut you. It's like like a market in Bali where they're haggling.
It's the business, the interest of the business, my friend.
Yeah, no
not
good.
your interests.
No good.
So my one is program manager. You don't know how to describe your role because you're often confused with project manager, scrum master, and even product manager in some cases. The engineering and product team really are your worst nightmares. You fall asleep thinking how you're going to haggle with them to make sure that your program / product / scrum, whatever thing that you're doing, is rolled out by the end of day. You schedule meetings like the apocalypse is about to hit tomorrow. And look, to be honest, in the end, the only programs that you really own are the free-to-air channels on your TV.
Program management, I'll be completely frank. I do product management. I don't even know what program management is.
What is a program in this context?
They don't know how to define their roles, I feel. I'm a program manager. I don't know how to define my role.
But what do you do? Yeah.
You're meant to own projects, essentially. That's the way
So what's the difference between you and a project manager?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Maybe it's just like a same thing, different name type situation.
I think like the project manager is more into the weeds, whereas the program manager is like I don't know, I guess more higher up and is like doing the scheduling, just making sure things are running smoothly.
So you do nothing.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, I do hard work for the company. Like,
Of course, the programs are managed.
Yeah, the other program managers, I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. Let's say a non-effective program manager, not you.
Yeah.
Do you get rid of them?
Yeah, I've dealt with some program managers before. It's literally just 30-minute meeting. Be like, where are we? Did you get that in an email? You have that in a doc already. You're like, fuck off, man. Like, get out of here.
Jog on.
Fair play. All right, my one is I did sales, tech sales, account executive last time. I'm going to go a level below that, something I know very well. If you're an SDR, BDR, what does that say about you? So if you're working as an SDR, you were told by everyone that you were confident, you were charismatic, except the problem is you didn't have the brains to back it up. So it meant that you couldn't be a lawyer. You're now stuck in sales. Your whole job is basically being rejected consistently. And now you can't take no for an answer and aren't afraid to double text or even triple text women who aren't into you. So really you come across as quite stalkerish. You're the type of person who watches Grant Cardone in the morning to get yourself pumped up. Your favorite book is Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. And you think of yourself as a master negotiator.
Wow. Good old Chris Voss, huh?
Chris Voss.
Wow. I don't know who that is. The only Voss I know is the
water.
The water.
Shout out. Damn. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the people that go in sales. I think, they think they're all that. They got the gift of the, what is it? Gift of the
gab.
Gifts of the gab. They think they're all that, but there's millions of you out there, mate.
It's very Wall Street energy, isn't it? Over there? Like I've met a couple of salespeople just down to earth, just do the job, clock on out. I love those salespeople, very nice.
Sometimes I see like, I know I'm talking to sales because the person just gives me like really strong eye contact, like doesn't break the gaze. And it's really,
Because that was probably chapter 3.
yeah, in the sales training of the handbook. But then there's other times where I'm in the sales floor and then every time someone closes a deal or creates an opportunity, there was a gong there and people would just bang the gong.
Oh,
That is giving Wolf of Wall Street.
Heavily Wolf of Wall Street.
this is no need. This is simply no need.
Last round, we're going jobs again, and I have gone lawyer. So if you are a lawyer, this is what it says about you. You are and always have been a high achiever. You're a quick learner and everything comes easy to you. You also have a passion for helping people, which is why you chose law, because you wanted to defend the innocent. However, now a couple of years into law, you are now jaded, having seen the corporate world. Instead of defending the people, you are now defending the multinationals against class action lawsuits and defending high-profile clients for a large sum of cash. You are now numb, with your passion now being mergers and acquisitions, Friday nose beers, and ensuring shareholder value is maximized despite lawsuits and class actions.
That sounds very numb to me. A cold, heartless world that is to me. A dystopian one would say almost with that description.
Yeah.
I have like two friends who wanted to do like family law and immigration law.
Now what are they doing?
Now they do insurance law where they actively look for fraud. Like someone will put a claim and they'll send out like private investigators to make sure they can deny the claim. It's just outrageous. And then people realize that the actual like the parts of law that pay well are definitely not the ones that help people. It's you working in commercial law, if you're working in corporate law, you're working at KWM, HSF, Big Six.
My next one is account manager.
Ah, classic.
You're a little party freak, aren't you, as an account manager? The accounts you're racking up really give credence to your fiendish and sinister activities. They generally include the pokies and 10 GNTs on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday night.
Wow.
You've definitely partaken in office relationships before, and you're a serial offender of calling your accounts with one hand on the phone and one hand on the dong while you're chucking a piss in the bathroom toilet.
You got to be willing and dealing, my friends.
Dude, the amount of account managers I've seen are just loud. They're boisterous. They're all out there. It's settle down, simmer down, champ.
Relax.
Yeah, you make good money. You get good commission, of course, but
Take it easy.
Look, the problem with there's two types, right? There's account executives who have to bring in new business and account managers who have to
Maintain the relationships.
build on that relationship, right? I believe account managers are the lesser of two evils. But to be honest, people who are account managers can't cut it as bringing new business. Really, it's the easier part of the two.
yeah, okay.
They think they're a bit more confident, which is not what I'm loving. If you're a marketing executive, first of all, you think executive's a big dog. It's an entry-level position, okay? Number one. But if you think if you're in marketing, your job says two things about you. Number one, you are creative. And number two, you're so good at lying to your parents that marketing is a real career path that offers great opportunity. in the
Shout out.
future.
Yep.
Money, you've migrated from marketing.
Exactly.
You've moved on because you've realized. So if you're in marketing, basically you've done this, right? You've convinced yourself that watching TikToks all day is actually part of your job. Your manager has made you believe that the subpar salary you earn as a new grad is worth it because you get to go to parties hosted by Instagram and they give you little goodie bags. You're always on the chopping block if your company doesn't do well, so you don't have any job security. And you've never been to the company for more than 2 years. But not only that, everyone in the company believes that they can do a job better than you can. Now, whether that's true or not, that's not up to me to decide.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of truths as someone currently in marketing, dare I suggest, a sub branch of marketing. Let's not get into the nitty gritty, but there are a lot of people there that, where's the talent? Where's the skills? You're right. They're on social media. They think they're all this and all that. There's some talented people out there, but a lot of them think they've got some gift of God because they watch a lot of Instagrams and TikToks.
Dude, the confidence part is so right. I worked at a company where the marketing team, which sat just right above us, would every morning from 9 to 10 a.m. play greatest pop hits, 2020, whatever the year was. And there were so many complaints that their response was, no, we need it for our culture. It's required for us to do our job.
Yeah, it's cultural.
I don't think Dua Lipa's levitating is helping you in any way whatsoever.
No, because if you're in a marketing company in-house, like, right, you can work at an agency where your whole job is to, deliver return on investment. But if you're in-house marketer, mate, it is, I feel like, the best gig of all time. You just kick back, mate, spend a bit of money, do some ads, do the TikTok, Gen Z skirt in the midi, whatever that
the
is.
company's brand do its thing.
Yeah, happy days.
If you work at a big enough company in marketing, you don't even do the work, mate. You just are the middleman between the company and the agency that does all the work.
Yeah.
You're just given orders in essence, and you're getting paid a good salary.
Yeah, once you get there. But then the thing is, like, that's the risk you take. If the company's losing money, first team to go is always marketing. Get rid of the marketing spend.
Alrighty, those are the things we covered today. Out of office, greetings, jobs. If there's anything you want us to cover, let us know at Critical Banter on Instagram. We'll cover it next time.